Shalom, brother and sister truth seekers. All right, so it was the results for the 20th. There was not much that I heard today. I know there were a few servants of the Most High that attempted around the world today on the 20th. But it sounds like only maybe one of them so far that I've heard of was able to get a full day of data, and it did still look like it was a pre-equinox curve. But I did hear from a couple more people some interesting results from the day before, so I'll just talk through that real quick. So let's see. The 19th, we heard from one more truth seeker in South Africa, who I think is with the Covenant Calendar Club. I don't know if she wants to remain anonymous or not, but we'll if she gets back to me on that, we'll share as much information as she's comfortable with. But she is going all out. Very exciting. Like the creator surely seems to have lit a fire in her about the importance of this. Oh, it's opening on the wrong page. So she's trying tables and large sundials on the ground, which is exciting. I love it because I'm trying to get the picture to come onto the right screen. Because the movements are so much more exaggerated. If you have flat ground, the ground needs to be flat. That's important. And yeah, she's using a 71-inch tall gnomon. That's fine. It just makes the movements so much more exaggerated. So instead of us splitting hairs on a small table, you can actually see like inches of difference. And it's even more severe than this. Better than this. Like it looks like she's got this photoshopped line in here, and then it looks like there's maybe a cord or something she wrapped around all the stones. I don't know if she got a stone at 7 a.m. or not. Um, and I see there's 1600 there, but then I see a stone back there, and I see a stone back there, and it looks like her string goes all the way back there. So I think this was a 10-hour data set, maybe, if it did go from 7 to 17. And what we should do next time, sister, if you're listening, but for those of you who are trying to make sense of this, this red line, actually, it would be best if we didn't wrap this cord around all the points like that. And this red line, you want to make sure you're threading the needle on the center point of your mark. So if you think you dropped that stone right on the center mark of your shadow, you want to move this line over so it's centered on that rock. Right now, it kind of looks like she just placed this line sort of right up the middle. Maybe it's lined up with that edge. Maybe it's lined up with that edge. I can't tell exactly. But if that is a rock there, she could have tossed this line over to the center point of this stone here and to the center point of this stone here. And that would have made the midday mark so much farther away from the line, probably 2 or 3 inches. So that's just a really nice advantage if anyone is able to use a tall gnomon like this and has flat ground. It can potentially be so much clearer to see. So this was the 19th, and she was thinking it was still a pre-equinox curve. I'd like to confirm how many hours it was for sure, but that was good. In addition, what do I have here? She had an impressive table. I'm going to pull that up. It was a little, let me see if I can pull this up. It was a little hard to interpret what was going on here, but if that's a straight edge, that stick almost looks a little bit bent, so I'd be careful to make sure it's a perfect straight edge. But I mean, if that's her first point of the day and somewhere up there was her last point, these are definitely still popping off the line big time. Oh, and I would turn these screws and nails around so you have a sharp tip at the top if possible. But yeah, this looks pretty good. She's got let's see, a shared spread. She shared tons of pictures on she's got a Dropbox link here. If you click on that, I'll share the spreadsheet at the summary of all this. But she's got like so many pictures and photos of her data if you want to take a closer look at what she's got. So that was the 19th. Let's see what we got for today. And so I'm hoping she will get a chance to collect data tomorrow. Unfortunately, I was clouded out today. It's looking like I might just have enough sunshine tomorrow to make marks. I can look at the weather and it looks like it'll be clear in the morning and at midday, and clouds might be coming in every other time other than that. So with a brief opening in the evening around 6 o'clock. So pray for me. If the sun does open up at the early morning, the late evening, and somewhere around midday, I would love to be able to get some marks because tomorrow might be an important day. But our sister Wendy in South Africa was able to collect on the 20th. I think her day started off cloudy, but she stuck with it. She got a mark that was a little later, but I mean, that's fine. 7 a.m. is totally fine if she can see these marks clearly. So these blue marks, I guess she says blue pins, are from the 20th. And you can see the midday marks are lifting off the line. I threw this red line on here. I would prefer if I can see the actual where the pin actually went into the board, because sometimes these pins they can be at an angle, and if like they're leaning backwards or forwards and I'm lining up this line with that big pin head, I might be like skewing the data. So I really I just threw this on here because I could see it was pretty obvious. But definitely tomorrow, and as we get closer to that equinox and this gets tighter and tighter, we'll want to make sure we try and get a straight edge up against the base of those pins, or make sure we can see the pins in those pictures, the base of the pins, so I can add a line like this and make sure I'm hitting the base of that pin. But I guess that's it for today. It doesn't look like it yet. Tomorrow things could start to get interesting. So stay tuned, and please let me know if you're collecting any data. So shalom, and may Abba bless as you continually seek his truths in love with a pure heart.